There's a difference between someone catching up with you and someone keeping tabs on you. If a conversation with a friend sounds more like an interrogation rather than a connection, that is a sign to pay attention. As you level up, insecure people will not clap for you, they will compete.
Girl, you're so fly, but I got something I can tell you that'll make you fly, yeah. Elevate you and take you higher. Grant your wishes and your heart's desire. Break it down to a T. Change mindsets, confidence while we get to the money.
Hi, my name is Saria. Welcome to my channel, Counting Her Coin, where I help women become the hottest, wealthiest, richest, and healthiest version of themselves. If that is something that you are interested in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and stay for a while because we have a lot to talk about. If you are a go-getter, you are a person that create opportunities, you know how to create your own luck. You may have noticed that people are acting weird, people are acting strange. All of a sudden you had all the support, and when you accomplish your goals and every year you have a bigger goal and you go after that one and you keep climbing, you keep crushing it, that the claps and the support gets quiet. So that's what we're going to be talking about today: how to deal with jealousy, envy, how to protect your energy, and how to build your own chosen family that supports you. How to deal with jealousy is how to spot it. If you're a person like me, I can't fathom being jealous of someone and wanting to be around them. And not everyone possesses the necessary skill set to deal with jealousy in a healthy manner. Because the truth is, jealousy is normal. It is a normal human feeling, and you shouldn't have shame around having jealousy. But this video isn't about that. This video is about how to protect yourself from people who do not possess those skill sets. So number one, we have to stay away from the unlucky, the misfortune, the chaos. If you have someone in your life who has always have some type of drama, some type of problem on a regular basis, they may be the unlucky. In the popular book, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, Law 10 states to stay away from the misfortune, the unlucky. Why Robert Greene says this is because emotional states are contagious. Instability spreads. So if you're hanging around a group of people and they have a very reactive emotional state, they're not very calm, they don't know how to deal with adversity very well, they're quick to gossip and egg on drama. They don't have any life goals. They have a victim mentality. They always think that the world is out to get them. You are going to most likely adopt those very negative traits. The same way, if you are with a group of winners who are always talking about their goals and how to get better and how to improve, that's the type of person you want to be around because you will become that person. People who have very chaotic, dysfunctional lives, that is a pattern. There is a pattern in their choices that they make on a daily basis that result in a negative outcome of their life, i.e., misfortune. They are doing something subconsciously or consciously that is negatively impacting their life. And you have to recognize that immediately. Misfortune often follows people who make really bad choices in their life. So, what does that look like? So, instead of going after their goals, learning new skills, changing their mindset, adopting an abundant mindset, trying to get better, aiming to get 1% better every single day, they do nothing. They don't improve. They don't evolve their skill set. They don't evolve their mind. They're very close-minded, very negative. They don't take care of themselves. They don't work out. They don't invest into their appearance. They don't do a lot of things. And they sit there and they talk about how they don't have certain things or resources in their life, but they did nothing to create those resources. You see how this is like, it's like a never ending story. Like, come on, let's get a new storyline. This has been the same storyline for years. You have to stay away from people like this. And these people can be very close to you. They can be people who that's been in your lives forever. But once you see these patterns, you can't unsee it. And honestly, it's not your job to try to help or save people because those people are beyond saving. You cannot rescue people who don't want to be saved. They love being in dysfunction and they don't know life any other way. So you just have to leave them where they're at. I do want to say this is not about abandoning people who are on tough times. That's not what I'm talking about because tough times happen to everybody, and that is life. Acting on destructive patterns and expecting a positive outcome. That is unrealistic. So now let's talk about the signs of jealousy in friendships. So let's say that you got a promotion at work. Everything that you have ever worked for the past few years at this position, you are now being recognized for your hard work that you've been putting in every single day. And now you're being rewarded for it. And you call your really close friend, you're so excited to share the news, and you get crickets. You get nothing. Like she's not giving you nothing. Oh, that's great, girl. That's it? That's all I get? Like, that's it? That's all you're going to give me? And they immediately change the subject to themselves. They will take that opportunity to project instead of like using that time to pour into you and congratulate you and love on you. They now make it about themselves and what they don't have or upsell whatever that is going on in their life. And when you clock this, is put it in your back of your mind. Let's use another example. You are finally in a happy, healthy relationship. You're getting treated the way you want. Your man is sweet. He's patient. He's kind. He's very generous. He spoils you. Everything you ever wanted in a man, he's there, right? And you call your friend, you're really excited, and crickets, gives you nothing but dust, and immediately turns the conversation to herself, her awful love problems, her situationship, and doesn't even give you 5 minutes. No reaction, no nothing, no follow-up questions. Oh, where'd you meet him? Wow, like, how old is he? Like, what's going on? Like, no questions, like, nothing. How does he make you feel? Nothing. That's a sign. People who are jealous of you will frame your wins as their loss. Then let's get into the backhanded compliments. This is going to go under subtle undermining. They will give you backhanded compliments. Oh, girl, are you sure you want to wear that? It's a little tight. Oh, it must be nice. Must be nice to have a nice house, a nice neighborhood. Not all of us can be so lucky. How can you afford that? That is the enemy. Doubt is the enemy. And the fact that that's coming from a friend is a red flag. The victim narrative. Every time you talk to this friend or they call you, it's always about them and their drama. They're always the victim of their own story. It's never positive or a happy story, or they're just like chatting about something I found interesting online or in an article. It's just always about them in this damsel in distress situation. That is exhausting. Like, why are you always a victim? Why are you always in need of rescue? Girl, like, get some hobbies, like, read a book, go for a walk. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there is no reason why there should be drama in your life every single time we talk on the phone. Girl, like, get a life, go touch some grass. And often people with victim narratives have zero accountability, no accountability for their actions. They're always the victim. And they believe that success is luck. More importantly, they believe that your success is luck. You didn't earn it. It's just like, oh, it just happened to you. Like you did nothing. And that is so infuriating and it's just disrespectful, especially talking to someone who you thought was your friend will get all this information that you give them and they really believe in their sick little head that, oh, she didn't earn it. It's just luck. That's absolutely insane. And finally, the last sign of jealousy in a person is they interpret your success as abandonment. As you level up, as you grow, as you evolve, they view it as you leaving them behind. They want the old version of yourself that played small because that's who they related to because they were playing small and they're still playing small and they see you playing big and they don't know how to move forward with that. That is their problem. It is not your problem. You can't outlove jealousy and envy because their projection will consume you. Have you ever had that feeling of dread? Like, oh, I have to call so and so. We got to talk. That's the call is coming up, and you just feel this anxiety around it. You have the phone call, fast forward, and after the call, you feel exhausted. You are emotionally drained and you are tired after the call. That is a telltale sign that that person is emotionally dumping on you. You are their emotional dumping ground. And the whole entire conversation is about them and their victim narrative, their problems, what they're going through. You might chime in here and there about what's going on with you, but no reaction, no follow-up question. Like they can't have the conversation about you. It's just about them. Especially if it's family. Like if it's a friend, you can just kind of cut a friend off and move on, or you can like slowly ghost them and they can just kind of disappear into the abyss. But when it's family, you can't really do those things. So I would just say keep the conversation light. Don't get emotionally invested in their drama. Honestly, as they talk, put the phone down and start cleaning your house. Start paying some bills. Start doing something so you're not like kind of tuned in to what they're talking about. You don't want to get sucked up into their chaos, right? And that's the best way to navigate those conversations with those emotionally draining family members. Discernment isn't isolation. Discernment is pattern recognition, noticing energy shifts in people, especially when you tell them no. And finally, not oversharing prematurely. I don't need to share every detail about myself with someone to try to garner connection. I used to be the girl who would overshare. Like, as soon as you met me, you know my whole entire life story. Like, you knew everything about me. And over the years, as I became wiser, I realized that I don't need to do that. I can gatekeep myself. People can earn access to that information once we build a rapport and connection and they approve themselves and I approve myself that we are good friends. I can be trustworthy and vice versa. Not everyone needs to have access to my story. It is not relevant. It is not that important. And honestly, it is peaceful. It is very peaceful to gatekeep some things about yourself. I am an open book and I love to share, but just some things you just don't need to know about me. So let's talk about discernment versus paranoia. So this video is about how to develop discernment and tools to protect your energy so you can move forward and avoid jealous, envious people. But I do want to say that not everyone is jealous of you. I understand that some people are traumatized by people attacking them and being jealous of them, and it makes them want to be closed off. That's what the enemy wants you to do. They want you to be closed off. They want you to close off your heart. They want you to isolate yourself. And I'm telling you, that's not what you're going to be doing. I want you to lead your life with an open heart, but I just want you to have the tools to protect yourself. It is not healthy to self isolate, and it's not healthy to not have a support system. You can create your own chosen family by being a good friend first, having a positive mindset around friendship and community. If you're a good friend who reaches out first, who makes plans, who calls people to check in on them to make sure they're doing okay, like just be a great friend, you will see who is a good friend by being a good friend, who reciprocates that energy back towards you. That's how you know who can be your chosen family, who can be a great acquaintance, who can be a great mentor, just by being a good friend. It doesn't have to be fake either. Just have the qualities that you would really cherish in a friendship. Building your chosen family. They are happy to celebrate you and celebrate your wins, no matter how often or not so often they are. Healthy support looks like stability, a healthy mindset, an abundant mindset, genuine curiosity about yourself. And I want to ask you, who keeps tabs on you? Who checks in on you? Does that feel heavy or does it feel light? And these are the questions you have to ask yourself when you're taking inventory of the people in your life and how they make you feel. You can't elevate and entertain chaos at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Saria, and this is my channel, Counting Her Coin, where I help women become the most wealthiest, hottest, richest version of themselves. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below of what you thought of the video. And if you ever have dealt with jealousy, and what was the outcome? What happened? What did you learn from that? I would love to hear it. And if you are wanting to embark on your level up journey, I encourage you to grab my ebook, She's Not Coming Back, a raw and unfiltered guide to inner work. This is a step-by-step glow up guide on how to level up your life spiritually, financially, emotionally, and visualize the life of your dreams. You can grab a copy of She's Not Coming Back below in the description box. I will see you next time in a brand new video. Again, my name is Saria, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.
Inside, pick your head up, smile and walk with pride.